The Blue Jays division champs for the first time in a decade. They've ended that drought. Now trying to win a postseason game for the first time in 9 years.
Yeah, a lot of ground balls and really the average plummeting the last 2 weeks.
It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Bellinger's going back and it is gone. Vlad Guerrero Jr. homers in his first at-bat of the postseason.
We have been waiting for that, and the Blue Jays have been waiting for that. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was all over it.
Chisholm at first, one away, 3-2 pitch.
Broken bat liner, diving catch, Vladdy pops up, steps on the bag for an inning-ending double play. What a start for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fans are wild for him again, and at the middle of the second, still 1-0 Blue Jays.
Oh, baby! Drives this ball a mile, and it's 2-0 Toronto.
You can't stop him right now.
I was about to say, Ben, I think Vlad is back on top. Alejandro Kirk is back on top now.
It's Lewis Varlin on to face Giancarlo Stanton. He's taken him deep as well in his career. Up to 1-0-1. Yankees get one, but only one. On the verge of taking game one. Kirk leads off the eighth. Kirk lofts one to deep left field. He's got his second home run of the game.
Alejandro Kirk is unbelievable. 1 out away from the Blue Jays taking game one of this ALDS.
He's down on strikes, and the Blue Jays say, here we are. A statement win in their first game of October. Trey Savage, drafted just 1 year ago, and started this season in A-ball. He said, I think I've met everybody in the organization already this year, climbing each rung of the ladder. And here to the big leagues less than a month ago. His fourth start comes in the playoff. Who's home with a 1-2. And he begins with a strikeout on that splitter.
Well, heartbeat, check. Pitches, check so far. But it's the right-handers that he's going to have to figure out how to get out. He's had less success against right-handers in his short big league stint.
On another 2-2, a swing and a miss, and that splitter nosedives to get Bellinger.
It's straight over the top and straight down, and you can see there are going to be some funky swings.
Yes, Savage with a 1-2. And he got him. Swings at a splitter in the dirt. Kirk with the tag. 3 strikeouts in the top of the first.
As we saw yesterday, here's one of the spots where the Blue Jays thrive. Runner at third, nobody out. Ernie Clement leans into one to deep left field. It is gone! Ernie Clement makes it 2-0. A different guy every night. The story of the Blue Jays. This time it's Ernie Clement launching a 2-run home run to start the scoring. Trey Savage only boosting his 5 strikeouts out of the first 7 outs of the ball game. Strikeout number 6.
And straight over the top. Split finger diving out of the zone. Not anywhere close.
Already 6 Ks through 2 2/3. Making 7. He strikes out the side in the third.
He'll face Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with the bases loaded and 1 out. Vladdy is 2 for 2 with a run scored in this game.
Oh, baby! Goodbye! Vlad Jr. strikes again!
Pitch yourself all you want. You will not wake up from this dream right now. The Blue Jays lead 9-0 on a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. grand slam.
They're going to lose this ball. Somebody's going to find it as a souvenir. They're handing them out like hotcakes. It's 11-0 Blue Jays as Varsho goes deep. This is the most lopsided stretch of postseason baseball you will ever see.
It's like it's on the tee for the Toronto Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays are outscoring the Yankees 19-0 in a 7-inning span. Springer picks one, left center field. That's headed for the seats. It's gone! Springer's first hit of the postseason is a home run. A dozen for the Blue Jays. It's the 20th of George Springer's postseason career. 11 runs for the Jays and 11 Ks for Trey Savage. Wells into shallow center field, maybe. Either way, it's going to be an easy one for Jimenez. The city and the country going to share their love right here. What a performance in his 4th major league start. Trey Savage getting high fives from everybody, his managers, all his teammates in the dugout, and a curtain call on his first postseason start. Right. Yeah. Hook down the right field line. Judge is going back to the corner. It's gone! It's an incredible day for Dalton Varsho. Forget the single. How about 2 doubles, 2 home runs?
See, if he doesn't touch home plate right here, he gets a triple.
Give it up. Wonder how many Blue Jays have had 12 total bases in a postseason.
The boos you're hearing were for Vladdy Guerrero Jr., and it's as much respectful as anything. 8 for 13 in this series, 3 homers, 8 runs batted in.
Pokes it down the line. It's a fair ball, and on a 2-strike pitch, Guerrero serves it into the corner. 1-0 Blue Jays. 4 games, 4 times Vlad Jr. has made an impact. His 9th run batted in, and Nathan Lucas comes up with 2 away.
Safe to say this is the at-bat for the Yankees season.
And he lines it to left center field, a base hit. In to score Clement. Around third, Jimenez. The throw from Grisham cut off. 2-run single, Nathan Lucas. It's 4-1 Blue Jays in the 7th.
The Blue Jays did it, right? They got the big hit with 2 outs. And just as soon as you knew that that at-bat was going to be so huge for the Yankees' chances.
Boy, here is Austin Wells. Wells is 0 for 4, couple of strikeouts.
Hit high, left field, plenty of room for Miles Straw. He'll make the grab, and Hoffman strands the bases loaded.
The Yankees have stranded 7 over the last 3 innings.
And for the 2nd time, Jeff Hoffman is 1 pitch away. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Scream and flex from Hoffman. The Blue Jays are back in the ALCS for the first time since 2016. They down the Yankees in their own yard, and they're the first team in baseball's Final 4.
We're going to find out what these Toronto Blue Jays are made of. They were made of a bunch of offense against the Yankees. They steamrolled through the division series, but they've been stymied through 2 games here.
A moment here for Toronto. They've got to figure out a way to get at least 1 here, if not more.
Here's a high fly ball off of the bat of Jimenez that's carrying well. Robles turns and watches it fly. It's the 9-hitter, Andres Jimenez, of all people, giving Toronto the swing that it desperately needed. It's tied at 2.
You have got to be kidding me. Andres Jimenez with one of the biggest swings of his life. The Seattle Mariners were expecting a sac bunt, and they got a 2-run home run. What a swing.
His first homer of the playoffs and his 8th regular season and postseason combined, a 400-foot moonshot.
First walk of the game issued by Kirby, and a big chance here for Dalton Varsho. It's only 1 base run over the first 2 innings, 4 hits and a walk here in the 3rd. And Varsho, the 8th man to bat. He's got a chase, but it's a wild pitch, and the Blue Jays take the lead. Lucas in to score. He overthrows another, and it's 3-2 Toronto.
A tough play for Cal. He's trying to scoop that short hop, and it catches the top of his glove.
He's drilled by Varsho to right. Racing back, Robles turns it off the fence. In to score Guerrero. Kirk will score as well. Ball gets away from Robles, but Varsho stays at second with a 2-run double.
What a swing from Dalton Varsho. He got the elevated heater, and he smoked it. Another ball off the top of the wall. The 2nd of the inning for the Toronto Blue Jays. Missed a home run by about 3 feet in right field. A couple more runs in this ball game. 5-2 Toronto now. What an inning for them.
Relievers as fast as you can in this long series.
First pitch swinging. This ball's hit in the air to deep center field, and George Springer gets it over the wall for a home run. His extra base impact continues. 3rd home run of the postseason for Springer, and they've got 6. Blue Jays offense silent the first 2 games, but it all gets turned upside down. The Blue Jays punch right back and take game 3 convincingly.
Impressive, especially after the start. Down 2-0 quick in a crowd that's going crazy. Impressive team battle back by the Toronto Blue Jays.
Luis Castillo will take it for the Mariners tomorrow. And that man is heated back up. Vlad Guerrero Jr., 4 hits, Well, the Blue Jays 1 win away from guaranteeing that this championship series goes back to Toronto in search of their first World Series in 32 years. The Mariners 2 wins away from their first trip to the World Series.
Here's Andres Gimenez, who in a similar spot yesterday hit a 2-run homer to tie the game. Runner on second, no outs, corners in. Swing and a deep drive right field. Turning back Canzone, turns at the wall. It's gone! Andres Gimenez for a second straight night launches a 2-run homer, and the Blue Jays lead 2-1 in the top of the third.
What a swing from Andres Gimenez. Again, he works the count, fights off some tough pitches. He gets that fastball at 95 over the heart of the plate. And again, I think he's trying to move the runner. He's trying to hit the ball to the right side of the infield. But when you get a pitch like that over the heart of the plate, why try to do that when you can barrel it up and get it out of here?
Scherzer in a stare down right here with John Schneider as he comes out with a Rosarena coming up. Scherzer 1 out away from qualifying for his first win in the postseason in 6 years. And he sends him back to the dugout. Wow. Scherzer's 1-2 pitch. Curve strikes him out.
5 innings of 1-run ball. Vintage Max Scherzer in Seattle sends us to the 6th inning.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 5-2 game here in the 7th. Jays getting 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th.
1-1 pitch is hit high in the air, right field. Tracking back Canzone at the warning track. Leaps at the fence. It is gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with his 5th home run of the postseason, and the Blue Jays strike back to take a 6-2 lead in the 7th. 2 outs in a full count. Bottom of the 9th inning, 8-2 Blue Jay lead. Called strike 3. The Blue Jays have tied up this series at 2. They are not dead yet. An 8-2 win in Game 4 in Seattle.
What an important ball game from the Toronto Blue Jays. Max Scherzer, who we didn't really know what we were going to get today. He last pitched on September 24th, was vintage Max Scherzer. He was incredible. The stuff was great. The command was great. There were some shaky spots in the ball game, but when he had to make a big pitch, he made that big pitch. What a start from him.
A big break for the Blue Jays, and it's 2 on, nobody out for Addison Barger. And he lines it into right, a base hit. Varsho will come in to score. Clement racing around to third. It is 1-0 Blue Jays.
These are the 2 left-handed bats that have to come through for the Jays tonight. Varsho with a leadoff double. Addison Barger knocks him in.
Boy, this would be a huge run here. Logan Gilbert 1 out away from having a clean inning, and now he's looking at runner at third, 2 out.
Barger lifts the ball, right center. Canzone looking up at the fence. Out of here! Big fly! Addison Barger! And the Blue Jays double their advantage. They're up 4-0 in the 3rd.
Well, this is a very powerful team, and they have come through with the bases loaded all season long.
Short hopped. There's 1. There's 2. They turn it again.
It's been a strength of the Blue Jays all season long. Their terrific defense, and it comes through again for Trey Yesavage.
They won a Game 7, and the Blue Jays are trying to deliver one.
He smoked the ball last time up, hit a hot shot to the third baseman.
Guerrero with a fly ball. Deep left field. It is gone. He got a curveball, and he got enough of it to hit it on out of here. This incredible October continues for Vladdy.
Jeff Hoffman's going to stay in there, try to get the last 6 outs of this ball game. 1 gone in the 9th. Suarez walking an RBI single.
And the Mariners, for the first time in this game, are down to their last strike.
Pop up, buckle up for Game 7 tomorrow night. All the twists and the turns of this series, the highs and the lows, the nitpicking, has led to a Game 7 to decide an American League champion. It's Game 7. Will it be the Seattle Mariners or will it be the Toronto Blue Jays facing off with the Dodgers in the World Series? Leadoff man on in this first inning. Mariners were able to cash in. Blue Jays now down to 2 outs with Dalton Varsho climbing in. Varsho grounds 1 through into center field. Springer chugs for the plate and ties the game. Both teams with a first inning run. Varsho knocks in Springer.
Fantastic piece of hitting It was another slider from George Kirby. Dalton Varsho recognized it, kept the hands back, did everything he could to barrel it up, and snuck it past the dive of second baseman Leo Rivas. We have ourselves a ball game yet again, 1-1 here in Toronto.
Robles plugged back into the lineup, has gotten aboard twice. And now you got to deal with the guys that have made the difference in Game 7. Rodriguez, a double, a homer, 2 runs scored. Raleigh with a home run of his own. Ground ball to short, could be 2. There's 1, there's 2. A 6-4-3 double play to wipe him clean. Top of the order for the Blue Jays. George Springer at the plate. Tying run in scoring position. Edward Bizardo on the pitch.
You know, Springer, after getting hit in the knee, saw his series maybe not continuing. Well, not only is it continued, he's in a position to tie the game up and possibly send this Blue Jays crowd into a frenzy.
The 1-0 pitch. High fly ball. Left field. Arozarena watches it go. George Springer has his Jose Bautista moment. This one deeper into the playoffs. This one could send him to the World Series.
A Springer dinger! 4-3 Blue Jays in the bottom of the 7th. One knee, no problem. You have to have that guy in a big game, and he crushed a pitch out to left center.
You have got to be kidding me, Ben. That is the best moment in sports I have ever seen.
Julio, the last hope.
Well, you know what's going through his mind. He helped start this 3-run scenario with his teammate on. He wants to give Cal an at-bat. Anyway, anyhow. Man, this is what it's all about.
A strike away for Jeff Hoffman and the Toronto Blue Jays. The payoff. He struck him out! And for the first time in 32 years, the Blue Jays have won the pennant! They come back in the series, they come back in Game 7, and they go from last place to the World Series.
How fitting it is that the only player, position player on Toronto who's been to the World Series is Springer. And he's the one that sent him to the World Series. They've got a couple pitchers that have had some experience, but no other position player.
Toronto, it is time to celebrate. You've waited 32 years to hear these words. The Toronto Blue Jays are going to the World Series.
I give all the credit to the guys that are on the stage. It's such a collective effort with these players, this staff, this front office, and these fans. I'm trying to just look around right now and take a mental picture of how cool this is, because it takes so much work and perseverance to get to this point, and I love this entire group.
American League East champions, American League Division champions, American League champions. Wait. First time in 32 years the World Series comes back to this city and this country. So proud of every one of you. Enjoy every single moment of this tonight, because you guys earned the out of it.